Welcome back to Bull Sessions here on 680 KFEQ. Got a question that you want Brad to answer on the show? Got an idea for the show? Email the guys at bull@willcross.net. Now, here's Randy Baker and agronomist Brad Law.
Okay, we're back. Bradley,
on Bull Sessions.
On Bull Sessions,
That's
680
where we are.
KFEQ,
In
Rob
St. Joe,
Cycle,
Missouri.
all of that stuff.
Yes, Rob Cycle sponsored my list.
It did.
Yes.
I'm working on it.
Hey, do
I'm
you have
working
a
on it.
sponsor for your Focus on Your Farmer yet?
I'm working on it.
You're working on it.
I just told you that.
Maybe if people wanted to sponsor our Focus on Our Farmer or Our Lady in Ag, they could call us.
That'd be cool.
Or they could
Bean
send
of
us
the
an
week.
email at bull@willcross.net.
I think you need a sponsor.
I do.
I know.
I think I need a
You're needy.
sponsorship on this big barn I'm going to put
Oh,
up.
my. You're very needy. You know,
Who's your farmer to focus
we've got
on?
Focus on the Farmer. I'm going to tell you, I bet you know him.
Okay.
It's Chris Latham, Savannah, Missouri.
I know. I feel.
You know Chris?
Yes, and he has to put up with your stuff, and I feel so sorry for him.
He does a wonderful job.
For the guy that's going to have alfalfa, grass,
Yeah.
corn,
Yeah.
and beans all on 100 acres or so.
No, yeah,
Is that not just a custom
thereabouts.
operator's
A little
nightmare,
bit over.
Jeff?
Yes, it is.
I have a new farm manager now. She has blonde, curly hair, and she's 6 years old. So she calls the shots now. Mm-hmm. So
Put her
this,
on the checkbook.
oh, wow, yeah, that's there, or was. That's all good.
So tell me more about Chris.
Chris is awesome. He's very awesome. He farms Helena over in Union Star, a little bit in Maysville. Of course, that's my area, in Amity. That's kind of my area as well. He's married to my beautiful first cousin, Christine. Chris and Chris.
Chris and Chris?
We always used to at family dinners was Chris 1 and Chris 2.
Chris, who
So-
was Chris 1?
Well, Christine.
Okay. And Chris 2 is Chris Latham.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's how it
You
went.
think?
We don't dare put him before her, right?
Ladies first.
And she's also the daughter of my Uncle Dale Trenton, also formerly of Helena. He still owns land out there, and you know him too, don't you?
Yes, I like Uncle
I
Dale.
think everybody knows him.
I think he gives you as hard of a time as I do.
Oh, my. He can at times. Yeah. That's okay, though. We love that. Chris and Uncle Dale and Chris's son, Wade, they all work together on the family farm, which has been forever. You know how we like that.
Yes,
bet.
we like our family farmers.
They got a small trucking company. They haul a lot of grain and just about whatever. Chris is a big gardener, Bradley. You may have a little competition.
Well, but I think
He's
he's
never-
not for sale, is he?
He's never got a weed in it. He's thinking about it.
Well,
He's thinking about it. You know, this farmers markets are getting to be big deals.
I know. It's just going to run me out.
He's a gardener. He's a farmer. He's got a Harley, so he won't compete with you there. You don't have a Harley yet.
No, I've got a Polaris Ranger from Rob Cycle.
From Rob Cycle. That's good. So I love him. He's a great cousin. He's a dear friend. God bless him. He does a wonderful job. Like I said, he does all my work, and that means I don't have to.
Yes, but you
So-
write the checks. Or
yeah.
Grammy does.
Yep, all that. But he don't cheat me. Never.
Yes, he does a very
It's all
good
good.
job.
Yes, he does. Okay, now,
We've got.
yes.
If somebody wanted to nominate somebody for our Focus on Our Farmer or Our Lady in Ag,
all that.
you can send us an email, bull@willcross.net, and we will highlight your farmer or your lady in ag, and we will just kind of spotlight them like we did here. Maybe you don't do the email thing. You can call up to the office.
Call us.
At that 660-535-444. That was 660-535-444.
You know, and two, we want you to do that because everybody knows somebody that needs focused on.
Yeah, and it can be just somebody that, maybe they went through something tough and you want to spotlight them, or Miles thinks
Miles is one.
I don't
Focus
think
on.
I'm going to focus on Miles.
He's a Lyme specialist.
yeah.
Yeah. we got another specialist in here with us. So, Jeff, we was talking there during the break a little bit about these fires going on. That's a big deal.
That's a big deal. You know, that's a tragedy with what's happened down there in Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Colorado. I mean, just guys' complete livelihoods gone.
It's
It's just devastation that you can't even imagine.
We got to pray for them. We got to help them best we can. I don't know what they need. I'm sure there's websites and so forth that would say something to that effect. But
like the WRCA, Working Ranch Cowboys Association's got a crisis fund. KLA.
Oh wow, good.
Colorado Cattlemen's, Oklahoma Cattlemen's, Texas Southwest Cattle Raisers Association.
Mm-hmm.
My buddy R.W. Hampton and his wife came up with an idea. R.W.'s a cowboy from down in New Mexico, and he's also a really good singer.
Mm-hmm.
They came up with an idea of how to help these guys. So what they're going to do on Facebook, you can go to his page and you can check this out. It's R.W. Hampton on the Facebook there. They're going to do an online concert, a weekend music festival type deal.
Okay.
Like a cowboy poetry gathering. It's going to be April 29th and April 30th.
Okay.
And what you do is you buy your ticket. I think tickets are $15.
Mm-hmm.
And then they add you to a group on there. It's a private deal. And you can watch the concert. Mm-hmm. You can watch the concert anytime you want to after it's recorded. The entertainers are all going to be doing it from their houses.
Right.
That's Debbie's going to be on there. They've talked to Aaron Watson. They've talked to Charlie Daniels.
Big name.
Some big name people that are.
Are you going to be doing some poetry? You do that too, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I don't know yet. I haven't talked to RW about that on stuff, but it's a good deal to try to help some really good people.
Oh, absolutely. It's $15. The money goes to whatever.
The money's going to go once I get all the money and stuff turned in. They're gonna send the money to the WRCA, the Working Ranch Cowboys Association Crisis Fund, and they're distributing the money out to the ranchers. So the money will go directly to the ranchers.
Oh wow!
So it's a good deal.
Very good deal.
You bet.
Yeah, they're not somebody cutting out a percentage of that. It's all going to them.
Exactly. So and we've got to do what we can help to this. And it's a shame that there's not been any media coverage of this whole deal to speak of. But
I haven't heard of any other than maybe Farm Talk Radio.
Right.
Has been talking about it.
You burn somebody's backyard in California or back east someplace, and it's on the national news.
Oh yeah,
30 minutes. So.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's just a way to help, and I know we've sent some tubs out there.
Wow, good
got
deal.
People that are sending hay out there left and right, and so that's you can't go down the highway without seeing loads of hay.
No, I've been seeing a lot of trucks packing hay, and I've been understanding that's where they're going with it.
You bet. So I talked to a friend of mine last night, and he said he and his brother were going to haul out a trailer load. He said, I can haul 14 bales on my trailer, and he said, that's not much. But I said, well, it is when you looking at, somebody's cows that have got about as much to graze as what's in a Walmart parking lot. So,
sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, okay, Jeff, tell us, how do we get a hold of you on these mineral tubs, or what do we need to do? Websites, phone numbers, you got all that?
My phone number is 816-244-7340. It's my cell phone. It's open 24 hours a day. Call.
Okay.
Our website's www.mlstubs.com. You can get on there. You can find out. We've got a dealer network strung out Missouri, Kansas, Iowa, Nebraska. So we're happy to answer any questions that you've got, and we appreciate the chance to be on here today with you guys.
We appreciate you coming on. So, we need to do it again sometime so we can get a little more in depth than this.
You betcha. It'd be fun.
Okay. All right. We'll do it, Jeff.
All righty.
I've got another deal I want to plug right now.
What are you going to plug now, Randy?
Well, a heads up, there's a new organization called Bread of Life Ministry in Bethany, Missouri. I was up there a couple weeks ago. I give a little message. I went up there to talk to them. They have a saying. Now, pay attention, Burley. I hope you can catch on.
Okay, I'm paying attention.
We believe that giving back to the community will strengthen the community. Do you get that?
Yes.
Does that make perfectly good sense?
Yes, perfectly good sense.
They just started in January, so, it's a good thing to support. They got an outreach up there. They're helping the community. They'll help anybody, and they're awesome. Which brings me to my Bible verse today.
Your Bible verse.
Yes. John 6, 35, 40. Okay? And Jesus said to them, I am the bread of life. He who comes to me shall never hunger, and he who believes in me shall never thirst. But I said to you that you have seen me, and yet do not believe. All that the Father gives me will come to me, and the one who comes to me I will by no means cast out. For I have come down from heaven, not to do my own will, but the will of him who sent me. This is the will of the Father who sent me, that of all he has given me I should lose nothing, but should raise it up at the last day. And this is the will of him who sent me, that everyone who sees the Son and believes in him may have everlasting life, and I will raise him up at the last day. Amen to that.
That
Amen.
is good, Randy. But
We would, we would not be here if not for you, our listeners.
No.
And we try to leave you with a blessing every week.
Well, it was a blessing to have Jeff with MLS Tubs here in the studio with us.
Thank you.
And I think it's a real blessing what they're promoting that WRCA there on the Facebook to that concert. I think that's going to be a huge deal for those ranchers and a good low overhead way to raise a bunch of money.
Well, it's all going to be family entertainment, so that's kind of rare anymore. So
I'll put some links to that on our personal Facebook page
Great.
for bull sessions. So if you have any questions
Sure.
about it, I'll be linking to everything in our YouTube and promoting all this. Keep tuned in for our Bean of the Week, our Throwback Thursdays.
Any of those numbers they can call up there and
Yep.
get from us also.
Yep. If you want to get a hold of Jeff, we'll have his contact info. If you want to know more at the WRCA, I'll get his info to Jeff and keep it at the office. And we want to help all farmers. We like our cattle guys. We like our row crop guys. We like everybody in agriculture.
Goats and sheep.
And chickens and produce and everything. We want to work together.
And we'll be back next Saturday for another session of Bull Sessions right here on 680 KFEQ.
Thanks for joining us for Bull Sessions, brought to you by NeCo Seed. Randy and Brad will be back next Saturday morning, tackling more topics from farming to livestock, soil to seed, farm equipment to rural life. So be sure to join us next Saturday morning, same time for Bull Sessions, right here on 680 KFEQ.